According to Tinubu, the new national anthem marks a new beginning for Nigeria.
You rang out the latest national anthem. Nigeria will hear thee. See?
Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, do well to subscribe and turn on your bell notification so that anytime I post, you'll be one of the first persons to be notified and to know what's happening. Okay, we'll be talking about Nigeria today. Yes, we'll be talking about a country I love so much, a country I love so much. Nigeria has so many problems. We are not going to be talking about the positive stuffs about Nigeria because Nigeria is a country with lots of blessings. Nigeria is a country that has what it takes to be one of the best countries in the world. Yeah, Nigeria has what it takes to compete with the world powers, the big countries out there. But one of Nigeria's major problem, or should I say the main problem Nigeria has is their leaders. Yes, Nigeria's major problem is the leaders. There are a lot of social crises, social problems Nigeria is facing. But they've actually decided not to pay attention to the things that matter. They don't want to pay attention to the things that matters the most. But rather, the leaders always do things that would benefit them personally. Just the other day, it's funny. Just the other day, they spent 90 billion on Hajj. Whilst the poor masses are dying of hunger. Well, who am I? But you know, until things happen to you, sometimes when you hear them out there, when they happen to other people, and we read them on the internet, and we hear them on the radio, watch them on the TVs, we don't really feel the impact that much. We don't really feel the impact that much until it happens to you. I don't think I've ever spoken about Nigeria. No. So far, I've never spoken about Nigeria ever since I started coming out to talk. Nigeria is a lovely country. A lovely country with a lot of problems. You know, the major problem we people in diaspora, people outside Nigeria hear the most is the case of fraud, internet fraud. To me, I just feel internet fraud is even the least problem Nigeria is having. Mind you, I'm not trying to condemn Nigeria. Nigeria is a country I respect and love. But internet fraud is, in one way or the other, helping the economy of Nigeria, if you ask me. That isn't their problem. The major problem is the leaders. They promise heaven and earth. They promise everything, get into power, do opposite of every single thing they promise the citizens. Yes, they do opposite everything they promise the citizens. The youth are dying and perishing of drug addiction. They are perishing of cultism. Yeah. Almost every youth in Nigeria now belong to one cult or another. Bullying, both on the internet, the streets, even down to your homes, are common in Nigeria now. Lack of security. The economy isn't helping the citizens at all. Bad roads, bad schools, bad health education, bad health infrastructure, sorry. But yet, I woke up this morning and all the president could do, Bola Tinubu could do, His Excellency Bola Tinubu, all he could do was to change the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How is the national anthem, how is changing the national anthem going to bring down the cost of fuel? How is it going to bring down the cost of bag of rice? Bag of rice that went just in few months, that went up with over 160%. Just the other day, a friend flew from Abuja to Lagos. That is supposed to be around 60,000 or 40,000 if I'm not mistaken. Spent 80,000. How is changing the national anthem going to help that? How is changing the national anthem going to fix the bad roads? How is that going to strengthen the security, the lack of security your country is facing? The lack of security your citizens are facing. You can't move around in peace. This isn't the Nigeria we all dreamt of. This isn't the Nigeria Africa dreamt of. Giants of Africa can't even defend their own selves. really sad. And why this feels so personal, why this is hitting me differently, is because it has affected me. But God didn't allow the plans of Nigeria to come to pass. Yes, I'll be playing few voice notes. My own sister. First, it was my brother. That was somewhere last month. Late last month. I think second week of last month, was kidnapped. Yeah. They demanded for ransom. We paid. Instead of releasing him, they were being transported from the location they were initially to another location where things could have been worse, but God had his way. He managed to escape. I don't want to go into details. And then just 2 weeks after that, which is last week, my sister was also kidnapped. How is changing the national anthem going to fix all these kidnappings happening right in front of you, Your Excellency Bola Tinubu? You know, I've never believed in African elections. I've never believed in any of the leaders. Never. I've never believed in any of the leaders. But I believe there are petty things you can do as a leader that the citizens would remember even when you are no more on that seat. There are petty things. But ever since you came in, I don't think there is any positive thing you've achieved as a leader. I don't think there's any positive thing any positive impact you've made as a leader. Kidnapping, it's even more than it used to be. Armed robbery, bad economy, the fuel rising, like the cost of living in Nigeria is so bad, Mr. President. How is changing? How would a change of the national anthem help all these problems your citizens are facing? You change the national anthem to the previous national anthem, to what they used to know, I think in 1978. Every other person is moving forward. Every other person is looking for, new things to add up to bring into existence, or to add, and you are rather pushing or leading Nigeria backwards. Whatever you change it into isn't really my problem, but how is that going to help? What was wrong? What was the reason for changing it? What happened to the anthem we all knew growing up? Every leader wants to change Naira during their own tenure, and I believe you will still do that before you leave. Why can't you guys think of your citizens? Nigeria is having the issue of electricity. The problem is, I don't even know who your advisors are. I'm not a political person, but I think your advisors should do better. They are not giving you good advice at all. Mr. President and your advisors, I don't think there was any reason for the step you guys have taken. I don't think it was necessary changing the Nigerian national anthem. You guys should channel that energy to other things that will benefit the citizens, other things that would protect the life and properties of every Nigerian. That is all I have to say. Thank you.